All right, my fourth graders, time for art class, right? Okay, so we have our sketchbook handy here, and I have some crayons, I have a Sharpie, I have a pencil. We're going to be drawing a sun today, and we're going to be adding in some really cool patterns. But what I want you to make sure you have is something that's round that you can trace. Okay, so we don't have to try to make a perfect circle. That's all right, don't have to do that. So if you find something that's round, just a lid, go find that. I'll wait for you. Pause it and I'll wait. All right, so I'm gonna assume you have everything you need, like a pencil and an eraser and your sketchbook. The very first page should be all about me, you did last time. So go to the next clean page. And this is where you're going to draw today's picture. Now, if you really like what you did and you want to draw it again, go ahead and draw it again. Don't forget to send me pictures. And last week's lesson is up on GCE Art on YouTube. They're always going to be up there. If you forget you need to go back and do something, go ahead. All right, so we're going to use our lines to make patterns in our sun. So I want you to take this shape that you have found that's round that you can trace. If you put it up here, you're not going to be able to put your rays around there. Okay, so we don't want to put it way down at the bottom either. Stick it in the middle, and we're going to trace around. Hold it still. See how I'm kind of going around with my pencil. Keep your pencil up and down. And I get a nice circle. Now, once I have my circle made on here, I'm going to add some eyes. And your eyes can be any shape that you want them to be. I could make them open, I could make them closed, right? I'm gonna make my eyes closed right here. Just some big U shapes. Maybe my son has some freckles on his face, because sometimes when you're out in the sun, you get freckles, don't you? Okay, give yourself a nose. What's your nose going to look like on your sun? Is it going to be like when we did the Mona Lisas last year, where we had it go from our eyebrow and down? You could do that. If you would like your nose to be a triangular shape, you could do that too. Okay, so think about, what does your nose look like? I'm going to make my nose a little bit more pointy, like that. But you make your nose however you want. If you would rather have circles in here for your cheeks, you can do that too, okay? Now, you're going to be drawing some lines to make the rays of the sun. Don't panic about, I can't make them correct. It's okay. We're going to make some triangles. So draw your bottom part. How far out is the ray? I would right in the middle make a dot. And then straight as you can, draw that line down, right? And another one on the side. I would say 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Now this one's not going to be as long, is it? Dot on the side, pull your hand and make your lines straight. Pull your whole hand. Here's the middle, make a dot, and go up to it or down from it, right? To do it over here too. So we're going to be practicing using the lines that we know to make different kinds of patterns. Now you can do, now if you want to do other ones on the sides, you can. If you would like to make, maybe some skinny ones, right? Little skinnier, a little bit taller. Woo! That's kind of cool. I like that. Always make that dot so you know where you're going. Skinny at the bottom. Here's my point. Top to bottom, top to bottom. Skinny at the bottom. See, these are fat at the bottom. There's a dot right there. Now I know I'm going to start there and come down. I'm going to go here and go down, right? Oh, my little son doesn't have a mouth. Okay, let's give my son a mouth. I'm going to make a nice U shape for a mouth. And if it's a girl, maybe she has little smoochy lips. She's allowed to have smoochy lips, isn't she? sun-kissed. That's cute. Oh, if she's a girl, maybe I'll make some little eyelashes for her, right? Doesn't have to be a girl. I'm just doing one like this right now. All right, so let's put some patterns in your rays for your sun. Each one, make a different pattern in there. So come in and divide it up. Make 2 lines. In this one, make a line this way. In this one, do 2 lines. And then these fat ones, divide up the middle. 2 lines, and then what goes in this one? Right, it's a straight line up the middle. We've already started making patterns, right? Because we know that 2 lines in the middle on the skinny ones and down the center on the fat ones. All right, so let's start dividing and making dividing them up even more and adding some more patterns. Patterns have to repeat, so let's make some cool designs. We can do some diagonal lines in the top on this one, and maybe some vertical lines like that. Maybe I have a zigzag that goes this way. Maybe I have a zigzag that goes this way. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. I'm going to add that over here too. I'm going to make it a little bit. Slow down. Make your lines look good. They don't have to be exactly what you did here. It doesn't have to be here. You can make different designs as you go. I might add a curved line like that. I might, in here, I might make circles, right? So go ahead and start adding patterns. And, ooh, I like that in this one too. This is practice. This is your spot where you can practice making patterns and practice making designs. I might go short line, short line, short line, short line, long, short the other direction. And this way. See, that's a pattern too, isn't it? All right. I might make some circles here and maybe draw some lines around them. Uh-oh, I better stop there, huh? Look at that. Look at that cool pattern I'm making. It's a neat design, isn't it? I think I'll do that again. I think I'll do that again down here. Oop, I'm going to do some more of these right here. And maybe I'll make some spirals over here. Oh, spirals. Remember, they start in the middle and they go around. They're not going to touch each other. They're just going on here. Okay, that's kind of cool. I'm going to do some spirals on this one too. I like the spirals. That's pretty cool. I like it. Maybe I can also add some zigzags this way. And maybe, since I have it like, these look like triangles, don't they? I'll add that on that side. And I could even put, maybe I could add a circle here and here. All right. So now that I'm getting close to the end and I've got designs in every one of them, think about your patterns. How are you repeating your lines through the whole thing? We're not just going to go, that's not a pattern, that's a scribble, right? We got to make sure we're doing it on purpose. But once you have those done, then take your Sharpie and go over them with a black Sharpie so they stand out. And then let's use some markers today. Ooh, we like markers, don't we? So let's use some markers today, and after we trace the lines with black, come back in and start adding some color. So remember, take your marker, trace all of your lines. Don't push hard. Trace all of your lines with the Sharpie. And I'm going to do that too. So why don't you hit pause, because I'm going to work, you're going to work, and I will come back and see you when I'm finished. So after you have traced all of your lines with a Sharpie, not that one, I'm not tracing that one because that was a mistake. That was a blech. Stay on your lines, and when you're done tracing all of your lines with the Sharpie, come back and see me. Hit the play button again, and we'll go on from there. All right? All right. See you in a minute. All right. So I have finished all my lines, and I'm erasing the pencil lines now. Hopefully you've done that too. Remember what to do. I shouldn't have to tell you that. I'm hoping you remember. So if you haven't erased all of your pencil lines off, you might want to pause this again. Take your big eraser. If you use the little one that's on your pencil, it's going to wear down really fast. So you're going to want to use a big one. I'm going to erase this off the top too. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's my sketchbook, but it's going to hit me out a little bit. There we go. Now, let's use some markers today, okay? So I'm going to have a little video on how to use markers. For those of you that are having a little trouble and your stuff goes outside the lines, you can always go and look on the pencil cup. We'll take you to lessons about how to use markers. I'm going to pull out my colors that I think are going to look good with the sun, like yellow and orange and red. And those are the ones I'm going to use to color my patterns in, okay? So find the things that are the smallest. I don't care what color you use to start with. We're going to use some warm colors, yellow, orange, red. And start with the smallest things first. Start with tiny things and go around and decide what things are going to be colored that color. Repeat that color. Don't color everything in the same though. Don't go and color the whole thing orange. That's not how we color things neatly. Let's make some good choices on how we're coloring so that when you come back, it's looking awesome. I'm going to use these teeny tiny ones are easy to color in. And then I think I may end up skipping that one. That one I think I want to do in different colors. No, let's do this little corner down here. I can do that one, right? An orange. You don't have to do the same colors that I'm doing as long as you're using the same colors, right? Red, orange, yellow. But I'm not telling you that you have to follow my design. You can start with yellow or red if you want to. But I'm going to look, I'm picking all the little circles, and I'm going to do all the little circles with orange. Do you have to do all of them with orange? No, you don't. But that's going to help my picture hold it together. It's going to help like glue. That color is going to work really well. Oh, since I did all the circles in orange, I'm going to do my freckles too. Oh, look what I did. See how I changed it? So one eye is open now, and it's, my sun is winking. It's winking at you. I can come back and add more orange if I want to, but I'm going to come in now and start with my red. Where am I going to put, that doesn't even look like red. That looks like the same color. Nope, no it doesn't. It's different. So decide where you're going to put these colors. Where am I going to put the red? Get up into the little corners. And remember, if you're having trouble, you're like, I keep getting outside the lines. Mine is not neat like Miss Karshner's. Then you go on in to the pencil cup on the art studio, right? Go into there. The pencil cup should take you to a room that will show you different techniques, different things you should be doing to make your coloring better. All All right, you can click on the one that's how to color with markers. All right, so I'm not going to color the whole page. I'm just going to do my sun with the warm colors, and then that's going to be all. All right, so I'm going to stop here and let you keep working. When you come back next week, I will show you my completed project. I would love to see your completed project, Kathleen.Karshner@Gallatin. This art lesson will go up onto the YouTube channel, so you'll be able to go back and look at it later. It's going to come down off the classroom page, off my art studio, but it'll be up on the YouTube channel if you need to go back and look at it again. I'm going to make these smoochy little lips right here because she's going, I love you the summertime. That's what my son says. I do too. All right, so I'm going to stop here because you need to probably get working on your own. I don't want you to sit and watch me working. I forgot to tell you to put a page underneath there. Phew! I'm glad that didn't leak onto this page. You're going to need a piece of scrap paper, though, to keep underneath here when you use your Sharpie. Put today's date on your page. You can put it at the bottom. You can put it at the top. I am fine wherever you would like to put it, but you need to put the date on there. Today is the 8th, so it's 9/8/2020. Right? You don't have to sign your name on it because this is your book of drawings. All right, my friends, keep working, and I will see you next week. Bye. I love you.